So I'm a new YouTuber. I was seeing some power reviews up on YouTube, and I have a different perspective on the show. First off, I know I'm late. I believe this season 5, episode 4. Uh, First off, I was very disappointed in the show, mainly because of everything that we went through last week at the end of the show with Tasha and the son Tyreek. I was very disappointed that we had a whole episode after the moment he came clean about the whole incident with Raina. We went a whole episode without getting one scene from him. I thought that was I thought it was bad writing. I felt like this was a very empty episode, and that in itself made me upset. Um, but just diving straight in, uh, it came on with the three former OGs meeting Ghost, Tommy, Kanan. Um, I just think it was a situation where Kanan is in complete control of their friendship at this point. He's slowly but surely uh, making Ghost and Tommy question each other. He got Ghost like, man, he should have told you about his dad because, Ghost popped off. He was like, why didn't you tell me your pops got out? You don't think it's a big deal? Tommy was like, no, I got it under control. And one thing that we all know, when Tommy said he had something under control, unless it's having to do with the family, and I mean the St. Patrick family, he usually does not have it under control at all. Um, I really like Kanan's role. I think he's playing it right. However, I am disappointed, or not disappointed, but that may be the wrong word, but I just find it very interesting that he's an ex-con who recently got out of prison and he is not on any of the FBI, NYPD, or anybody's radar. He kind of just flying under the radar while Ghost is obviously a main focus of the DA, not Angela, but the other two guys, really Mop and I don't know the other weird dude name, but you know what I'm talking about. But then, we get a scene from Angela and the FBI agent who is supposedly helping her confiscate all of the James St. Patrick ghost files from the lady officer. I do not know her name. Her character is so irrelevant to me. I do not even bother to know her name. But Angela feels as though she really, accomplished something by, having her FBI buddy reach out and say, look, uh, I need all those cases. Like, you off this case. Like, it's over with. Excuse me. And, I just found it very, it's crazy to me to think that Tasha and Valdez is working together simply because of their history. It's almost like, you know, if I'm Angela, I don't really know. I'm waiting on a plot twist because Tasha really needs her right now. She's, doing all that she can to help cover up the incident with Tariq. Um, when he shot Ray Ray or Raymond Jones or whatever the dirty cop name that was helping him hit licks. Um, I'm just waiting for a plot twist because I just cannot see in a perfect world of power where Angela is just saying like, I'm gonna help Tasha just out of, I don't know, the goodness of my heart. I don't want anything in return. And it's just hard to believe that. And as the show goes on, you see Kanan meeting up with Ghost once again, and it's like, man, this dude Kanan is doing exactly what you're supposed to do when your boy put you in prison, when your boy set you up, and you get out, and he like, you know what? We're gonna be cool with Kanan again. That's not exactly what Ghost and Tommy was thinking, but at the same time, when Kanan got out, they was like, shocked because supposedly Ghost had somebody, his lawyer Proctor, I believe is his name. he had him giving him updates about Kanan while he was in the joint and et cetera, et cetera. But he was late letting him know that he got out. So it's like, what can you do? And especially given all that Ghost, Kanan, as well as Tommy went through in the past couple of seasons once Kanan was released from prison, like Kanan is doing what he's supposed to do. However, I have legitimate questions. It's like when Kanan was out, and we didn't have the show at this point. When Kanan was out of prison, it was as though all three were just, I wouldn't say low level, but just big time neighborhood hustlers. And once he went in, Ghost business like mine, it took over, and just with that alone, the business grew. And I just cannot see Kanan being able to interact with the plugs that Ghost as well as Dre has come into contact with. They crazy, they are dangerous, but they're more business savvy. Kanan is just, him and Tommy would be a great business partner. I believe that everyone believed that Ghost elevated Tommy to the level that he's on, because Tommy is not for getting out of the life at all. He wish he could just keep running the streets of New York, slinging his product, and keep making as much money as he can, going crazy, doing coke, kill someone whenever he feels it's necessary or whatever the case may be. But, I believe Kanan and Tommy are more alike than Ghost, and Ghost was able to take the business to a completely different level with Kanan being on the inside. And then, the show goes on, to where Tommy and his, supposed to be father, Teresi, visit some grave sites of Teresi's father and mom. And I'm just looking at Tommy like, man, you hear it all the time, that may be your dad or your sperm donor or your birth father, but he's definitely not your father. It's like, you known this bro for like not even 2 full seconds, and it just kind of puzzles me how, given he does have suspicions about Teresi, but it's like, why even go down that road if you feel like Pops is a snitch? Like, I understand he mafia, he mobbed up, all of that good stuff, but why go down that road if you feel like, well, Dad, you got a life sentence, and all of a sudden you get out of jail and you want to show me what my grandfather, my grandmother, that's for the birds. If you're not going to put me on how to get this money, me and you have no relationship at all. But I guess it's true, even drug dealers want to be in contact with Papa. I don't know. And, as far as that go, I really want to know what initially, like, what made Tommy be like, something going on with this, where it's like, because Tommy dumb, I'm going to just throw it out there. He's out of the family, and I'm going to include Kanan in the family. Tariq's smarter than Tommy. Raina is smarter than Tommy. Lord bless the dead. Tommy is just, if it was not for the family, Ghost, Tasha, I don't even know what this dude Tommy would be. Like, we seen so many past seasons where he just act off impulse. It's like really, really, really ridiculous. And I just don't know. I really don't know where he would be without the family, so to speak. Then, we move on with the scenes with Dre and the crazy dude sister. I do not know their name. I could care less about their name, but she obviously has a crush, or she's physically attracted to Dre, and Dre supposedly is doing a great job of running the business, which I have yet to figure out how. On every episode I watch, he always getting intimidated by her brother Diego. And it's like Diego is purposely testing Dre, making Dre do the stupidest stuff. Like, I got a girl, you gonna smash. If you don't smash, then that gonna be your, XYZ. And he was like, and the girl even told Dre on the past episode, like, he'll smell my what to see if we did something. So you better get it. And I'm just like, Dre has got to be he's not even a middleman. Like he is a puppet that they know that they can control, because I believe that he's afraid of too much control. And the reason why I say that is because in this case, he is quote unquote the guy, the right hand man, but he does not call any shots, and he's perfectly fine with that. I remember when he was working for Ghost, when he first started working for Ghost, all he wanted to do was move the weight. That's all he wanted to do: move weight. And as I said, and he's Ghost took him under his wing, and he's kind of more business savvy. Like, we're gonna move the weight, but we're also gonna build an empire while we do it. And it just made me feel like he is afraid of control, because, like, honestly, he does not have the balls to control the organization. Like, I'm sorry, I've seen Ghost, Tommy, the Jimenez, and everybody else that's in control of an organization do the necessary things need to be done as far as taking a life when a life needs to be taken. His own men is questioning him, and that is a big issue if you was to ask me. And I just don't think that's a sign for leadership, especially when you're talking about in the drug cartel. The quickest way to get crossed is to be soft. They may respect you enough not to take your life, but they will cross you, because at the end of the day, once they cross you, what do you really have? You don't really have anybody on your side, because, like I said, he's a puppet, and they'll just eliminate the puppet instead of him eliminating those who does not follow his orders. He does the complete opposite, which is why I have yet to understand why they even consider him to be the plug, the connect, or whatever term he uses with his team. A very interesting scene comes up when James get back home and Tasha's in the bed sleeping up. She took up pills. She's been having a hard time sleeping and dealing with the death of their daughter, Raina. And James kind of went in. He told her about the whole incident with the speech, as far as uh, Tasha said she wasn't. She said, I ain't going. She said, forget it, James. My daughter just died. I'm tired of looking and smiling in the cameras, playing the perfect wife. That's her favorite term. She loves that, playing the perfect wife. I think she does it very well, though, even though she doesn't give herself enough credit. However, he began to tell her, I got up there and gave the speech, and I seen Raina. I seen her, and Tasha is like in the bed saying to herself, like, well, I'm assuming this is what she's thinking, saying, yes, this is what I've been waiting for. Finally, we're gonna grieve together. We're gonna share our pain about the loss of our daughter together, because of dramatic event that you just went through, doing something that technically ghosts want to do. Like, Tasha does not care anything about any of the fundraisers that Tate got going on to put up his cricket building and name it after Rain. Natasha could care less about any of that. And it's just so funny, because at that moment, I felt like Tasha was ready to be like, I'm getting my husband back. Like, I'm getting the man I married back. We're about to grieve over our dying daughter together. And then James he turned up. Like, I froze. I made a fool of myself. I made a fool of this family and my name, because your behind chose to stay in the bed and sleep instead of come handle the business that you said that you originally was going to handle. And Tasha looking around like, bruh, like, you can't tell me how I'm supposed to go about grieving the loss of my daughter. If I want to stay home and rest because I cannot sleep, I can. And James is just, he's steady pushing and pushing and pushing. I'm just like, both are obviously grieving, and there's no right or wrong way to grieve. You just kind of have to go through that process. But it's so funny, because I really felt bad for Tasha in that scene, because, like, when James was telling her, like, I seen our baby girl, like, the look in her eye when she got to bed, it was like, you know what, we're about to get back closer as a family, as a unit. But obviously, James was like, nah, Trick, it's your fault that I'm feeling how I'm feeling, and everything that happened to me. And Tasha just, I can't believe you, James. Get the F out my face. And then, scenes later, you get the Teresi welcome home party from his crew, and I'm just like really tripping how Tommy just messed up with the family, and had the big dog, whatever his name is. I could care less about these drug lords' names. Excuse me, but you know what I'm saying. Had his godson killed and one of his men in the cartel, and I just don't know if I was running an organization and Tommy went behind my back, and even though we came up with some type of makeup plan, makeup policy, or how he gonna make things better, like bro, you can't come around here. Not right now. You had like family blood. Like you had my man taken out, my godson. It's like I don't care that you Teresa's son that we never like. I don't even how old is Tommy in the show? Like in his 30s, 40s. Well, not 40s, but obviously I would say in his mid 30s. Like you just can't come around. But anyways, he came, and I just like he just does not fit in with the organization. Like it just really bothers me. It's like everybody else within the organization just looks like they belong, like they are not a head case, a nut case. And that's exactly what Tommy is, and nothing about Teresi or any of the other guys seem to be like Tommy. And he just I don't know. But anyways, there was a guy who was questioning Teresi's legitimacy. He's like, man, who is he? And then, bro quickly checked him like, he kept his mouth shut. You're gonna respect him when he had a chance to, dime out the family, he didn't. So, show him the utmost respect and just leave it at that. And bro was looking like, I hear you, big dog, but something about him just isn't right. Like something about him just isn't right. And I'm looking at it and I'm just like, I guess he got that vibe. I mean, I don't really know. I guess he got a vibe about Teresa that just makes him like feel real creepy, you know? But saying all that to say, like, Tommy, we need to drop that storyline. Like, can somebody just kill Teresa or send him back to prison? Like, I don't think that's a good storyline. Then, we come into Councilman Tate calls Dre in and was like, look, I need you to come be the face of this project. James is, he's out of it. We need someone young who's doing well for themselves within the community to be the face of this project. And Tate is a bad salesman. Like he's horrible. He said nothing to Dre that made Dre want to be like, you know what? I give it some thought. Dre was just telling bro like, ain't a chance and HELL that I'm gonna come and work with you and work with James. And I can only imagine what Dre is thinking at that point in time. Like, Ghost has already tried to come and kill me. If I come into his life anyway, like it may not be good. I just want to stay low. He's not messing with me. I'm not messing with him. I'm just making money, and I kind of respect that decision considering the fact that this whole season seems as though it's going to be dedicated to how they're going to kill off the softest gangster in TV history. Like Dre is so soft, it makes no sense. I remember seasons ago when Kanan first got a joint and Dre was dodging him when he was working for James at the nightclub. Kanan went to Dre crib, had his daughter like, bro, you gonna do what I say, or your daughter gonna be bye-bye, night-night. And ever since then, like, what happened to his daughter? Like, why can't we write her back in as a way that we can control Dre? Because at this point, it seems like he's reckless, he's soft, but he's reckless, and he just kind of does what he wants. And we need a way to control it, right? Then, we get a scene with Tasha and Mama. Mama know Tasha cheating. Mama know what that look like when you got a man, but you got something on the side that make you just smile and your eyes glow. Cause Mama caught him in the little stairway or whatever. Mama know what's going on. Mama looking at Tasha like, look, baby, you can tell me whatever you want to. Whatever you want to. I know you laying with that man. I know you giving him what's James. What you said was James. Mama looking like, I know. I don't think mama mad, but mama just wanted to tell her, mama want the tea as well. Then we get the scene with Proctor, his daughter, and his baby mama. I could care less about. Obviously, she was on some kind of dope. We've had enough crackheads or cocaine heads in the past season, especially with Tommy, girlfriend, Holly. I just am not for it. Like, leave the little girl alone, mama. If you own crack or coke or whatever it is you own, go back to the dope house and shoot up and do whatever it is that you do, because the little girl does not need you in her life. Fast forward to the scene, Tommy and his pops. Well, Tommy get a call about oh man, I don't even know, but they was outside of Teresa's crib, and it was about business, obviously. Like I said, I don't understand. Sometimes I be like, man, Tommy is a smart dude, but then it's like, your papa snitching. Just approach him. Like, what's the worst that can happen? What is the worst that can happen if Tommy be like, Dad, you snitched to get out, or whatever he call him, Teresi, Dad, Papa, how you say it in Spanish, Papi, or Padre, or however you say it. Like, let's just kill the storyline because it's horrible. Like, it's not enjoyable because we all know in the end that they're not going to let anything happen to Tommy. And we can't write in an old gangster from 1960. We don't care about who you killed in the 1960s. What have you done for me lately for me to call you a gangster? OGs does not get the same respect they used to in the 90s, the 80s, and the 70s, and so on, which is why the young buck at Teresi Party was like, man, who is this dude? What he did? Enough of that. Anyways, Proctor meet up with Ghost to be like, did you know Tom dad was out? And Ghost was like, nah, when he got out, just setting him up for the okie doke. It's so funny because probably Tommy didn't tell you, like, he just got out like 2 weeks ago. And Ghost like, bro, stop lying. Tommy already told me he came to you about the whole situation. So why didn't you tell me? And you supposed to be boys. I saved your life. I pay you. You a lawyer, so don't say you doing me any favors, because the money that I give you, I can give to another lawyer to get me off. So miss me with all that craziness. And Ghost just kind of put him in his place, and Proctor was just like, be on the lookout. Something isn't right about it because Mark and whatever the other corny DA guy was responsible for getting released. Yeah, we don't really care about Teresa. Let's kill that storyline. Then we get Tasha and her little sideline hoe, Silver. If bro don't realize he just for the sideline, I don't know what to say about bro. Tasha just used bro whenever James be at the crib and not showing her the type of attention that Tasha wants. But don't get me wrong, I ain't mad at Tasha having a side piece. At the end of the day, she's a grown woman. She's not happily married. She's basically happily married singly, with 2 children at this point in time, one that we do not get to see, and Tariq we did not see at all in this episode, which had me very furious because of, the way the previous episode ended between him and his mom. I'm just like, we need some Tariq. But anyways, Silver be pushing too hard, bro. He that guy that, you grow up with or go to college with, or you just know, and you be like, bro, I think she wants you, like she like you, or she got a crush on you. He just do the absolute most. Like, bro got an apartment and everything. Like, I just don't see, like, she married at the end of the day, and like she ain't got nothing at all. She's not leaving Ghost because all the money is drug money. So if they was to go to court, the judge be like, child support, little alimony, and Tasha Silver don't got that kind of money. Anyways, we get on into the episode where the DEA they come, DEA and Angela they come arrest the Jimenez sisters and brother, or whatever it stands for. Them 2 crazy, with a crazy brother and the sister who is has a huge crush on Dre. This is what I mean when I say Dre is a puppet. Dre and Cristobal, I believe is his name, was meeting them. They basically telling Dre, like, you gonna teach him how to run the clubs and the business and XYZ. And Dre like, why? You know what I'm saying? He ain't say it like that. He said like a little punk, like, why? Like, I got things under control. And they like, we trying to expand, we trying to get this money. And, at this point, you are our best bet as far as expanding globally, which he learned from James. But anyways, to fast forward, Dre, Crystal Paul, they leaving. They like, peace out. I'll see y'all cats later. And the DEA, they flying in to come get her. And Dre, he in the passenger seat, like, bro, you see that? You see that? Like, who is that? Like, bro, don't you see the red and blue lights? Don't you know they coming and making a red? See, this is what I mean when I say like he's the softest gangster TV that's on TV right now. I won't say ever seen, but he is definitely the softest. He ain't even a gangster. What 50 old song? Wangster. That's exactly what Dre is. Like he's soft, but nevertheless, they make the arrest. They take him in for questioning, and basically, they ain't really giving him nothing. If we being honest, they just like, if you got some on us, let me hear it. The brother though. The sister like, look, y'all can take this nut down. Like, he gonna mess up my money, my life. Take his crazy behind the jail. I'm giving you my brother. I planted the gun. X, Y, Z. Just take him out of the picture. I'll take care of him from prison. And you guys get a score. Y'all can put in the newspaper. Y'all can put on the news like, oh, we done caught a drug lord, Jimenez or whatever cartel, the Diego or whatever his name. But Angela, little boyfriend, what his name is, Pretty Face. That's what I'm gonna call him, Pretty Face, because I guess that's why she just gave it up like that, because he had a pretty face. He a little Mexican as well. He come in like, nah, I got some authority that's higher than y'all. This arrest is not gonna happen, So nevertheless, they end up getting out, and she ended up calling her brother out like, "Where's your gun? Where's the gold gun that you killed so and so with?" And he was like, "Why?" She was like, "How long it's been lost?" and she was like, "Why you ain't tell me it was lost?" And it's just like, he got to be the Tommy of their family. He just stupid. Tommy is a little smarter. But anyways, we get to the good scene where we got Tasha and Mama. Mama that came over to help Tasha move out. Yeah. This scene was pretty good because Ghost walk in the penthouse. It's like, hey, baby girl. And, it really made me mad when grandma gonna step in the way like, Jane, like, man, let me kiss my daughter. That's my seed. You ain't go through them 9 months with Tasha. Like, why is you even here? Do you, like, I pay your bills. Like, what way? So, she didn't even want James to give his daughter a kiss. And I'm just like, I hope I ain't in James' situation, but if my mother-in-law tried something like that, man, I don't know. But anyway, James, when they go talk to Tasha, like, where you think you going? And Tasha was like, I got to get out of here. X, Y, Z. You ain't really vibing with me right now. We not vibing. You're not showing any remorse for our daughter's death, X, Y, Z. And James got fed up and said, you can go. You know what I'm saying? I don't need you anyway. Like, I built this on my own. He basically like, you weren't shooting in the gym with me. The old Rick Ross verse on the the Drake verse. It was like, Kobe, you wasn't in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Because she wasn't. She was just at home, trying to be a part of the organization. Like, I ain't trying to minimize her role, but the risk that she was taking, I'm gonna leave that alone. Anyways, fast forward it, Proctor going meet up with the two jackass, like, why y'all come search my apartment while my daughter was there? Like, that was messed up, XYZ. And them cats like, bro, if you don't get out of here, you don't get out of my face. We trying to put you in jail. We trying to put James St. Patrick in jail, aka Ghost. We trying to put Tommy Egan in jail. I believe they're trying to put Tasha in jail too with Tariq. They're trying to put the whole St. Patrick clan in jail. And you know what? That ain't good for business. So we're gonna have to kill them off in the near future. And Angela gonna have to sleep with one of them and make them change their mind. I don't know. She gonna have to do something because obviously she got some candy or something down there that just drive the sweet tooth crazy with these men on power. Anyways, then we get Dre coming in, basically introducing himself, like, and as far as working with the Councilman Tate, James on the whole project XYZ, and James walk in and shock. Like, what is he doing here? He did a decent job of playing out, but you can obviously tell he was in his feelings about it. Wasn't really too much to that scene, but I thought it was a blessing in disguise. With the old saying, "Keep your enemies closer." I know James don't think it is. He like, I don't really want to be around Dre. I'm trying to kill him, but this way you have a better you'll know what Dre is. You'll know how he's moving because at some point he'll have to answer to Councilman Tate as well as you and work with you. So you can kind of always keep tabs on him and you won't always be looking for him and coming up short. So I think Dre making a naive move to be like, you know what, this gonna protect me. This gonna keep James from killing me is what's ultimately gonna turn into the reason, or not the reason, but the way that James and not James, goes Tommy and Kanan kills him. Like I said, you got to keep your enemies closer. Then you got the great Kanan, who got the dumbest soldiers. I'm talking about Kanan is a leader. He that guy that can get, if he say we jumping off a building or we finna go rob somebody, like whoever in his crew, they not asking questions, they gonna do. He had it planned out. He was gonna kill them two cats. But anyway, they were supposed to go shoot some blanks on Tommy's supposedly family and do like just a little drive by or whatever. I don't know what his plan was as far as uh, if they would have kept the blanks in the gun, what he would have killed them or not. I think he would have, because like I say, once again, Kanan is very, very strategical. Like he is planning something big in his mind to where he's gonna take back over the game that Ghost and Tommy took from him. But he killed him and Tommy like, that's my bro. He got my back. I told him to meet me here, XYZ. And I'm just looking at Tommy like, you and Ghost both dumb at this point. Just a couple seasons ago, y'all was trying to kill him. Then you was trying to keep Tariq away from him. And I understand, I guess, you and Kanan got a similar enemy at the point in time in Dre, but I just don't know how I feel about it. Like I need somebody to wake up and smell the coffee. You know what I mean? But then the episode goes further on. Tommy pulls up on his quote unquote dad crib, and Teresa basically telling his wife how he got out. Like they want me to get information from Tommy to basically say that James St. Patrick is Ghost. And then, it's so crazy because the DA refuses to believe that anybody other than James St. Patrick could be Ghost. That's the crazy part. They believe anybody other than James could be Ghost. And it's sad that Teresi claimed he wanted to see his wife. He, not claim, I believe it because he came clean to her when she was like, how did you really get out? It took a lot of him to do that. At the end of the day, he's hiding it from everybody, and he was hiding it from her. And I feel as though she was the only person that could get it out of him, and she did. She did. And he told this thing, Tommy popped up, and he just asked the wrong questions. Like, if you're trying to get some info, you just kind of got to sit back and let the information come to you. You can't just it's obviously he don't know how to draw information out of people. I don't know what kind of gangster he was back in the 70s or the 60s, but it's 2018. You just can't do that. But anyways, we get the last scene where Ghost, and not Ghost, I should say James and Angela finally meets her. He finally get to see his little white, well, she ain't white. I don't know what she is. She's Spanish. He finally gets to see her, and that just made his day. He been calling her like, Ange, I need to see you. I'm weak. I'm lonely. I'm mourning the loss of Rain. I need to see somebody that can just, change my spirits about things. And she finally go see bruh after she felt like she done got played by Pretty Face. That's how women do. That's how they do. They go back to that good thing when they feel like the new thing that they got, it didn't work out. But lastly, to say, especially the last thing I'm gonna say, the scene between Ghost and Tasha when they were arguing. What I took away from it most was the fact that now Tasha wants to get out of the drug game. Like she wants to get out of that lifestyle. And it amazes me to just really sit back and think like how much a person has to lose just to want to leave that lifestyle. And because ever since season one, Ghost has been trying to be James St. Patrick every day. His plan was to get out of the game, get out of the lifestyle. And Tasha, up into the loss of Raina, you crazy? We need this money. Like, we ain't going nowhere. But all of a sudden, now, after the loss of her daughter, she's like, I can't live this lifestyle anymore. And I just find it's just mind boggling because, like I say, like James' plan the past couple of seasons was to get out of this lifestyle, but she did not support it at all. So it just amazed me at how much a person has to lose to really want to get out of that lifestyle, as opposed to when they were on top to leave the lifestyle. But that's all I got. I'll see you guys next week, and have a great week.